We need better transparency and accountability from our law enforcement officials.
We can't allow false narratives from civil attorneys to continue to rule the day. That's what it is.
Attorneys for the Modesto Reyes and 14-year-old Tre'mall McGee families addressed reporters demanding the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office come forward with information regarding each case. And Sheriff Joe Lopinto called his own news conference shortly afterwards. Good evening, everyone. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Karen Swenson. Reporter Mike McDaniel has been breaking stories on both of these deputy-involved shootings in recent weeks. And tonight he takes a closer look at what the families and the sheriff have to say.
We need better transparency and accountability.
At a news conference Tuesday morning, attorneys representing the families of Modesto Reyes and Tre'mall McGee pointed fingers at the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office for what they say is a lack of transparency regarding 2 deputy-involved shootings, one of them deadly.
What we know about the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office is that it is infected, corrupted, and does not hold its deputies accountable.
35-year-old Modesto Reyes was shot and killed last month after Sheriff Joe Lopinto says he ran from a traffic stop, tripped and fell, then pointed a gun at deputies. 14-year-old Tre'mall McGee was shot back in March after fleeing with several others from a stolen car they were riding around in. Lopinto strongly denies his office is hiding anything. In both cases, Lopinto says if he finds evidence his deputies did anything wrong, he'll have no trouble holding them accountable.
I am not afraid of putting one of my deputies in jail. I've been sheriff for 3 years, and I've had to do it before in the past.
In the case of Reyes, Lopinto says he believes his deputies' account of what happened because evidence backs it up. Some of that evidence is a short video from a taser shown to media outlets, including WWL, which shows a man face down on the ground before turning over with what appears to be a gun in each hand. The Reyes family hasn't seen that video. The family did have an independent autopsy done, which shows Reyes was shot twice in the back. But Lopinto says that's not the whole story.
He was rolling over at the time. He was shot twice in the back and twice in the front. They didn't tell you that at the autopsy.
According to the autopsy, those front shots were to the arm and leg.
I understand the family lost a loved one, and I feel sorry for them. And I know some of them are looking for answers. But I have an obligation to this community as a whole.
In the case of Tre'mall McGee, Sheriff Lopinto says state law protecting juveniles prevents him from talking about the case, but does confirm McGee was unarmed and shot by a deputy. Family members say he was shot while on the ground, complying with officers.
You should not be able to give the same cop speak that, listen, our officers did the right thing without explanation, especially when you have shot an unarmed child in the back.
Anytime it looks good for them, they're happy to talk about juvenile suspects in the media. When it doesn't, they try to hide it. They try to hide their officers' misconduct.
If the kid wants to say that our deputy did something wrong, come in and give a statement and say that. The kid was in the backyard. He knows what happened.
Defending his department, Lopinto says evidence in both cases must be protected, which is why none of it has been made public. Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
So far, no lawsuits have been filed in either case, but attorneys do expect them to be filed.